Time for your daily dose of automotive news. Grab your coffee, tea, or whatever snack gets you going, and let's dive into what's driving the world today.
Imagine this. A brand new pickup truck has just launched, and not only is it sending shockwaves across China, but it's rattling the entire global auto industry. Hard to believe, right? Its name? The J-Radar King Kong. Now, this isn't your ordinary truck. It's an electric pickup priced so low that most people thought it was a typo at first. Just $13,700, less than the cost of some motorcycles in Europe and America. But here's the kicker. Despite its shocking affordability, it packs a driving range and a set of features that would make Tesla, Toyota, and BYD nervous. How is this even possible? What secret has J hidden inside this budget EV that's forcing the biggest players in the industry to rethink their strategies? And most importantly, could this truck change the future of electric vehicles worldwide? Stay tuned, because this story is bigger than just a pickup. It's about a potential revolution in the EV market. Design and build quality, premium look, budget price. Let's start with the first thing people notice, the way it looks. When most budget cars roll out, expectations are low. People usually assume cheap EVs are dull, stripped down, and bare bones. But Radar King Kong smashes that stereotype. On the road, this truck looks aggressive, bold, and confident. With its sharp front end, massive headlights, and a grille that screams authority, it doesn't look like a budget pickup at all. In fact, if you parked it next to a Ford Ranger or even a Toyota Hilux, you wouldn't immediately guess that this was the budget option. But the surprise doesn't end outside. Step inside, and you're greeted with a modern, almost premium feel. A large touchscreen infotainment system dominates the dashboard, soft touch materials line the cabin, and the seats are designed for long-haul comfort. Everything about the interior feels intentional, not cheap. And practicality? Absolutely there. A solid chassis, reinforced body, and enough cargo space to handle farming equipment, small business deliveries, or construction materials. It's rugged, yet comfortable. And perhaps most importantly, it was designed for both middle-class families and adventure-hungry youth. So already, the King Kong flips expectations upside down. A truck priced under $14,000 that looks and feels premium? That alone made people sit up and take notice. But the real shocker wasn't the looks. It was what sat under the hood, or in this case, under the floor. Battery, secret, and range. The twist. Nobody expected. Here's where most budget EVs stumble. The range. Cheap EVs usually mean compromise. Maybe you get 150 kilometers before needing a recharge. Maybe 200 if you're lucky. But 350 to 400 kilometers? At $13,700. That sounded like science fiction. Yet Radar King Kong delivers exactly that. The secret is the lithium iron phosphate LFP battery, a chemistry already trusted in premium EVs for its long life, safety, and durability. LFP batteries don't overheat easily. They're less prone to damage, and they last longer than many lithium-ion alternatives. But J didn't just throw in an LFP battery and call it a day. They engineered a clever battery management system that squeezes every last drop of efficiency out of it. In plain terms, the energy isn't wasted on unnecessary systems. It's focused entirely on what matters, powering the drive and essential functions. A reliable 3,500 kilometers of range on a single charge. Suddenly, this budget pickup has range figures similar to EVs that cost 3 or 4 times as much. Think about it. In countries like India, where small businesses depend on long daily commutes, or in rural parts of Asia where charging stations are few and far between, that kind of range at this kind of price is game-changing. No wonder the global auto industry is calling this a warning bell. Because once people see an EV at this price that can actually go the distance, the excuses of expensive brands start to fall apart. Power and performance. Built for work and adventure. Of course, range alone doesn't make a truck. If it can't haul heavy loads or tackle rough terrain, it's just another city EV. That's where Radar King Kong surprises again. This pickup can carry up to 1 ton of cargo. Yes, 1 ton. Whether it's farm produce, building materials, or business supplies, the King Kong handles it with ease. And thanks to its electric motor's instant torque, it doesn't struggle even when fully loaded. Uphill roads, muddy paths, rocky trails, no problem. The high ground clearance, tough suspension, and reinforced body make sure it performs like a true workhorse. Farmers, construction workers, and even off-road enthusiasts can all find value here. And unlike diesel trucks, the King Kong remains smooth and quiet, even under pressure. No engine roar, no rattling vibrations, just silent, confident performance. This dual personality is important. It's rugged enough for daily work, but also reliable enough for family road trips or weekend adventures. That's why people are calling it more than just a pickup. It's a lifestyle vehicle, technology and innovation, budget EV, with premium tricks. Now, This is where things really get interesting. At first glance, you'd expect a budget EV to cut corners on tech, but Jay went in the opposite direction. The Radar King Kong isn't just a pickup, it's a smart vehicle. It comes with lane keep assist, automatic braking and collision alerts, features usually reserved for mid to high-end EVs. Add a 360-degree camera system, and suddenly parking or maneuvering in tight spaces feels effortless. The infotainment system isn't basic either. A large touchscreen with smartphone connectivity, music streaming, and navigation sits at the center. Plus, over-the-air updates mean the truck's software keeps improving, just like your phone. And then there's the V2L feature, Vehicle to Load. This turns the King Kong into a mobile power station. Imagine going camping and being able to run your electric grill, lights, and even a small fridge directly from the truck's battery. Or think of small business owners powering tools at a worksite with no electricity. That's not just a gimmick, that's practical, real-world innovation. All this in a truck under $14,000. Suddenly, companies like Tesla, Toyota, and BYD don't look so invincible anymore. Global market impact beyond China's borders. Usually when a vehicle like this launches, the excitement is regional. A budget pickup might dominate its home market, but barely make a ripple overseas. But Radar King Kong is different. Because of its unique combination, low price, long range, and smart features, it's now being talked about globally. In the US, where pickup culture is huge, the King Kong presents a direct challenge. People love trucks like the Ford F-150 or the Ram 1500. But electric pickups there, like the Tesla Cybertruck or Rivian R1T, are far too expensive for the average buyer. Imagine what happens if Jay enters that market with a $13,700 EV truck. Tesla's Cybertruck suddenly looks like an overpriced toy. In Europe, where clean energy policies and EV adoption are aggressively pushed, affordable EV pickups are almost non-existent. This could fill a massive gap for families and small businesses who want practicality without going bankrupt. In Asia, the potential is explosive. Countries like India, Indonesia, and the Philippines rely heavily on small trucks for farming and business. Diesel dominates, but if a reliable electric pickup enters the scene at this price, the shift could be massive. It's not just about cost savings, it's about survival in markets where fuel prices crush small businesses. And this leads us to the real question. Has Jay just exposed the weakness of the global EV industry? Have companies like Tesla, Toyota, and BYD been overpricing EVs, leaving the door wide open for a disruptor like Radar King Kong? Competition and response. Giants under pressure. Now let's talk about the giants. Tesla has long held the image of being the innovator, the disruptor. But their Cybertruck, while futuristic, is priced and positioned as a luxury product. Suddenly, customers are asking, if Jay can sell a reliable pickup at $13,700, why can't Tesla offer something affordable? Toyota built its empire on being reliable and affordable for the masses. But Radar King Kong undercuts Toyota's future EV plans by proving that reliability and affordability can coexist even in the EV space. BYD, once seen as the king of budget EVs in China, now faces a direct challenge in its own backyard. If Jay's King Kong captures the lower segment with strong range and performance, BYD will have to scramble to protect its market share. And it doesn't stop there. Other global automakers are now on high alert, because if the King Kong formula works, the entire industry will be forced to rethink. No longer can EVs be priced as exclusive toys for the rich. Customers will demand real value. For once, it feels like the power has shifted, from the companies to the consumers. Conclusion: the game changer? So where does all this leave us? The J Radar King Kong is more than just a truck. It's a statement, a declaration that the EV revolution doesn't have to be expensive, limited, or out of reach. It proves that electric pickups can be affordable, practical, powerful, and smart, all at once. But the big question remains, will Jay take the bold step of launching this truck internationally? Or will it remain a Chinese disruptor, admired from afar but never experienced worldwide? Whatever happens, one thing is certain, the launch of Radar King Kong has forced the giants, Tesla, Toyota, BYD, and others to sit up and rethink their strategies. And for consumers, that's nothing but good news. So I'll leave you with this. Do you think Radar King Kong is truly the game changer the EV market has been waiting for? Or is it just a one-hit wonder that will stay confined to China? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more explosive stories just like this. Because trust me, the next one will be even bigger.